Hi, welcome to our event. Happy to see you here. As people start rolling in, we'll get started in a few minutes. But in the meantime, if you'd like to put in the chat where you are zooming in from, that would be really fun to see. I'm currently in Azusa. I'm with my roommate's dog. He's sitting like right under me. So you have some good company here. Welcome, welcome everybody. We'll be getting started in a few minutes. Thank you all for being here. And if you're just logging on, I just wanted to say hi, see where you guys are zooming in from. West Covina, hi Joseph. Simi Valley, very fun, that's not too far away. Ooh, Fallbrook, that sounds really cool. It sounds like a storybook town, that's awesome. Sacramento, I was actually just in Sacramento. I oversee that area, so I did some recruiting in Sacramento. Lancaster, Newberry Park, Riverside, Orange County, Hayes Wardy, very fun. Ooh, East Palo Alto, very cool. Chino, fun. Oh, Sunnyvale. Oh, Silicon Valley, that's awesome. I think that's always like the time that's on Apple, like it always is in like Sunnyvale when you first get it. Another Chino Hills, very fun. San Gabriel, that's not too far away. Another Riverside from Patterson, very cool. Welcome, welcome. We'll be getting started in just a few minutes. Thanks for sharing where you're all coming from. Happy to have you here. Oh, from Upland, not too far away either. Very nice. Ooh, Napa, very cool, like Northern California. Northridge, incredible. You're not too far away either. Welcome you guys for being here. We'll be getting started and I'll wait like 2 more minutes to see if there's any more people logging on and then we can get started. Welcome. I think I just saw one more person being added in here. We'll be getting started in a few minutes. Hello, happy Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, that's very exciting. And for those of you that have just joined, we've been putting where we're zooming in from in the chat. If you'd like to do that, we'd love to hear, or I guess see where you're coming in from. Oh, San Diego, how fun. I'll be in San Diego next week. That's one of the areas that I recruit to. So I'll be in like Oceanside area. Welcome. And I'll wait 1 more minute and then we'll be ready to go. Thank you all for being here. Hope your days have gone well. We'll be getting started in a few seconds. I'll wait till 6:05. Alrighty, well, it is 6:05, so I'll get started. Thank you all for joining us here tonight. My name is Lauren Goldston. I'm one of the freshman admissions representatives at APU. And tonight I'll be going over a presentation of who APU is so you can get a for the feel of our university. And then if you would like to start an application tonight, we'll be doing a quick application overview. I'll be just going over the first few sections of the applications, and then you can finish the rest on your own. But we also have Sarah Cabrera here. She'll be moderating the chat, answering any Q&As you have. We love questions, so please put all of your questions in the Q&A. I believe that is an option here on the Zoom webinar. And then we also have Camille here. She's doing our tech behind the scenes, so they're joining me here tonight. But thank you all for being here, and we'll get started with that presentation. Thank you, Sarah. So like I said, we'll be talking a bit about APU. I actually went to APU. I graduated in 2018 with my bachelor's in English. And then last year, I graduated from the College Counseling and Student Development Master's Program. So I'm excited to be here now working as an admissions rep and to tell you all a little bit more about APU. And we have a quick video from our welcome weekend this last August to share with you right now.
Starting college just means...
I think it means a lot of opportunities.
By the grace of God, a sense of accomplishment.
Meeting friends, probably lifelong friends too.
Growing more spiritually and meeting more people that are Christians and fellowship with other believers.
Just see Jesus through other friends.
I mean, it's an entirely new beginning.
It means something amazing for me and my entire family because we came here from India when I was 2.
I feel very nervous because it's a new environment to me, but I'm kind of excited too.
And the president of the university helped her move into her room.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, I'm the first person in my family that's like leaving the state.
Coming from 8 siblings, so being the first generation, I feel like I got a lot to prove. I'm excited. I definitely think it means everything right now.
She's got a lot of goals. She's a go-getter. She did this all on her own, so we're really excited, proud.
Trust God's plan for you and faith over fear every single day.
Yeah, I really love that video. It gives you a really great glimpse into the APU community. You get to see a little bit of campus, and hopefully if you are interested in APU and apply, that'll be you this upcoming fall here for the welcome weekend. So this slide is a little bit about who we are as a university. We have 8,111 total students, so we are on the smaller side, and we have about like 4,000 undergraduate students who are on our Azusa campus. And then 66.5% of students come from an ethnic majority. So we are a very diverse campus. So there's a lot of representation in students and in faculty and staff, which I think is really incredible. And then 34% of students are first generation college students, meaning that they're the first in their family. Oh, you can't hear me? Oh no. How about now? Is that better? Is anyone else having any issues hearing me? Okay. Okay. No? Okay, cool. All right. Sorry for the person having some issues with hearing me, but I will continue on. Yes, 34% of students are first generation college students, meaning that they're the first in their family or first in their immediate family to attend school. And we have a lot of great resources on campus in place to help you succeed if you are a first generation college student. Okay, sounds good, Melanie. Hope that you were able to rejoin and that your audio works. And then in terms of international students, we have 63 different countries represented on campus. So there is a lot of great community, great stories, and a lot of great people on campus. Next slide, please. And this is our logo for APU. If you are local, you might have seen it on billboards around when you're driving on the freeway or just around. And they represent our 4 cornerstones, which are Christ, scholarship, service, and community. And these next slides will break down what those cornerstones mean here at APU. So our first cornerstone is Christ. We are a private Christian university, and our motto is God first. It has been that motto since we were first founded in 1899 by a woman named Mary Hill. And even though we are a private Christian university, students don't have to be Christian or religious to attend our school. There isn't a statement of faith that you need to sign to come to APU. So with that being said, we have students from very different backgrounds. We have students who have been Christian their whole life. We have students who are new to their faith. We have students coming from Catholic backgrounds, Baptist, Methodist, Seventh-day Adventist. So whatever religious background you are coming from, you are more than welcome at APU. Faculty and staff do sign a statement of faith. So in the classroom, professors will be coming from a Christian worldview. But as a student, you are more than welcome to hold any and all faith backgrounds. There is also a requirement for students to attend chapel 3 times a week as a student at APU, but it's very accessible. We offer it, I believe, 6 or 7 different times throughout the week. So you can choose either morning chapels or evening chapels. And since we are an interdenominational school, we offer chapel in different ways. We have liturgical chapel for faith backgrounds that follow the liturgical calendar. We have more prayer-based chapels, more worship-based chapels. So there's a lot of different ways to get connected to God on campus. And there's also a requirement for students to complete 6 different Bible courses throughout their time at APU. And it looks about like taking 1 class each semester or 1 every other semester. And they vary on topics from biblical figures. You can take a class on Ruth and Esther. You can take a class on the 4 Gospels of Jesus's life. You can take also classes on philosophy and history as well that will fulfill those Bible requirements for APU. And next we have scholarship. We have 60 different bachelor's degrees that we offer at APU. We also have 40 different master's degrees and 8 doctoral degrees. So there's a lot of ways to get involved scholarship-wise at APU. And the list is rolling through all the major options that we have, but most popular would be our nursing program, our psychology program, kinesiology, business management, and music performance. If you all have any questions about any majors, you can put them in the Q&A and we'll be able to get to them. Average class size is about 15 students, so you'll really be able to get to know your professors, other people in the classroom. We're also an R2 doctoral university, so you have a lot of opportunities to get involved in research. A lot of students are able to work with their professors on the research that they are actively working on, and they're able to get published, also present at conferences. So there's a lot of practical research and knowledge that gets passed down as you are working to get your degree. And then student to faculty ratio is 12:1. So like I said before, you have a lot of great access to your professors. One thing I really appreciated as a student was that sometimes professors would invite us over to their house for dinner, and not even really to talk about subject matter, just to check in, see how we were doing. And it really showed that they cared about us more than the grade that we were getting in their class, or like how we were performing on a paper. So it is a really welcoming environment academically. And next we have service. Another requirement for APU students is to complete 120 service hours. And even though that sounds like a lot, there are a lot of ways to get involved. One of them being the 27 different service engagement teams that we have on campus. And those are, you're able to get plugged in locally within the city of Azusa and LA County. We have a lot of either weekend or one-time service opportunities through our service engagement office. And then we also have we have domestic and international service trips as well that you can get plugged into. Students have gone to New York, have gone to Texas, to the capital in Sacramento. Students have also gone to Greece, South Africa, Spain to do really great service work. So if that is something that is interesting to you, you can get involved in that. We also have service learning integrated into all of our majors. So for me as an English major, I was able to work with a local elementary school, their 3rd grade class, and we went through different cultural adaptations of the Cinderella story. And we helped them kind of make the basic plot of a story, and we helped them kind of create a storyboard and present it to their class. So, and I got service credits for doing that. So within our various majors, there is opportunities to get involved for service and get service credits fulfilled. And then next, in terms of community, APU has a wonderful community, and there's a lot of ways to get connected. We have 36 different clubs and honor societies. We have 9 different ethnic organizations, and then we have 44 different alpha groups. And alpha groups are what you'll be placed in as an incoming student. They are the people in the video, the black shirts that were kind of like screaming, really excited for you as you are coming into APU. And you'll be with a group of either freshmen or transfer students, and you'll be led by an upperclassman, either a sophomore or a junior, and you'll be with that group all 4 years. I mean, sorry, not all 4 years, your whole first year, so your freshman year. And they are mainly just in place to check in with you, because the transition from high school to college, or from community college to a university, can sometimes be tricky, but they want to just make sure you have community in place, have familiar faces you can grab lunch with after class or just hang out with. So alpha groups are really fun, and I'm still very close with my alpha leader after like 5 years, so make lifelong friendships. All right, now in terms of fostering student success, 70% of students participate in internships, and it's really easy for students to get connected to various internships. We use a website called Handshake. It's very similar to LinkedIn, and we post internships from companies that we partner with, and then we also post our on-campus jobs. And we have 1,200 different on-campus job opportunities on campus. ranging from working in our office and admissions. You can be a tour guide, one of our student callers, one of our ambassadors helping with events. We have a student-run post office on campus. We have facilities, dining service, whatever you can think of. Working in the library, we have a lot of different on-campus job opportunities. And then 85.5% of students have secured employment upon graduation. So you're really prepared to go off into the workforce. And it's due in part to those internships. Professors do a really great job of partnering you with people who are working in the industry that you are interested in. And from those internships, they're like, hey, you're doing great, let me hire you. So there is a lot of job security after graduation. Now, in terms of scholarships, the great part, 100% of students coming into APU receive an academic scholarship, and it's based on your GPA. And we look at your weighted GPA for your high school. And depending on where that GPA is, you'll receive a scholarship for all 4 years of your time at APU. We also have a Trustee Scholarship, which is a full tuition scholarship for students who are high achieving and really involved in their school and in their community. And if you have questions about the Trustee Scholarship, please ask away in the chat or in the Q&A. We also have athletic scholarships available. We are NCAA Division II school with 17 different sports that we offer. So if you are recruited for one of our teams, coaches are able to offer some scholarships for you. And then we also have our Multi-Ethnic Leadership Scholarship, which we call MEL for short. And it's for students who are really passionate about social justice and diversity and being a leader on campus. So if that sounds interesting for you, please apply for that scholarship as well. And then we also have program-based scholarships. So if you're interested in being an accounting major or any major within our College of the Arts or School of Music, we have scholarships available for you for that as well. And I'll touch briefly on grants since the FAFSA application just opened. It opened last Saturday, October 1st. And grants are financial awards that you don't need to pay back. And on the FAFSA, they are the Cal Grant and the Pell Grant. So once you fill out either your FAFSA application or the DREAM Act, you'll have access to those grants and you can use that to help pay for school. And here are the application requirements for incoming freshmen. If you scan that QR code, it'll take you directly to our application. We're not on the Common App. So if you use that link or later on in the portion where we go over an application, you can follow along with me. You need a minimum of a 2.5 GPA, and we look at your weighted GPA. And then you'll also need a personal statement essay, no more than 500 words, just explaining who you are and why you're interested in coming to APU. We are test optional, so you don't need to submit ACT or SAT scores. And if you use the code community, it'll waive your application fee. So that's key for you. And here are some important application deadlines for you to know. Our early action, our nursing program, and Trustee Scholarship and Honors College priority deadline are all November 15th. And for that early action deadline, it just means that you'll be getting your decision sooner. You're not locked into coming to APU once you get that decision. And then our regular decision deadline is February 15th. And then you're not making any action to say, yes, I'm coming to APU until you pay your enrollment deposit on May 1st. And then if we have any transfer students joining us tonight, here are the applications for incoming transfer. You need a minimum of a 2.0 college GPA. You'll write a personal statement similar to the one for the incoming freshmen, is explaining who you are, why you're interested in coming to APU. We are test optional, and you can use that same code community to waive your application fee. And some important deadlines for transfer students. October 15th is the priority deadline for the spring 2023 school year. And then final decision is December 1st. And priority deadline for spring is February 15th. I believe that would be spring 24, I'm assuming. And then final deposit deadline is July 1st. And I believe, yes, if you do have any questions, you can contact our main admissions account, admissions@apu.edu, and phone number right there. You can take a screenshot, take a photo of that. I believe we'll also put this in the chat before we end this Zoom meeting tonight. But yeah, if you have any questions at a later time, use that, or put your questions in the Q&A section. All right, so at 6:25, I'll go over a few of these questions and then we will jump into the application section. I think I saw some popping up in the chat as I was talking, so let me see those. If my school doesn't waive GPAs. Yes, we will calculate your weighted GPA once you send in your transcript, so you don't need to worry about doing that. And then, oh, QR code, so sorry about that. If you go to apu.edu/apply, it'll take you directly to the website. I'll also go into that portion in just a second. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, here is that QR code for incoming freshmen that'll take you directly to our application. And then I'll briefly see. And thank you, Camille, for putting that in the chat. All right, let me see. Graduation rate. I believe our graduation rate is about 85%. Cool. And then since I'm mainly a freshman admissions rep, I'm not too sure about the Bible requirements for transfer students. I believe it is reduced since you'll be coming in at a later time. I would ask that question in the to our admissions email so that we can get that for you. Yes, Allison, there are a lot of mission trip opportunities. We, like I mentioned, those 27 different service engagement teams are sending you to organizations domestically in the United States and also internationally. So if that is something that if that's something that is interesting to you, you can get connected to our service office and they will send you out. Yes, great question. Our chapel services are mainly done through a Christian lens, but since we are an interdenominational university, we have different ways that we do those chapels. We have a liturgical chapel that follows a liturgical calendar, so it might be familiar to you if you're coming from a Catholic background. We have prayer chapels. We also have worship chapels. We have songs that we sing in different languages. So it is a very engaging intercultural way that we do worship and different chapels on campus. Yeah, in terms of academic scholarships, those amounts are still being finalized. So once you apply, you'll be receiving notification on the academic scholarship you apply for based on GPA. Last year, those scholarships ranged from $11,000 to $22,000. So I'm assuming they'll stay within that range. So once we get those finalized, we'll be able to give you your scholarship amount for the upcoming fall 23 school year. And I think I answered this before. If your school doesn't weight GPAs, we will be able to calculate that our processing team once we receive your transcript. Personal statement essay be waived. I believe we did this last time at the event. If you attended one of these, we can waive your personal statement essay. I think you can use the same code of community to waive your personal statement for coming to this event tonight. Required GPA for transfer students, it's a minimum of a 2.2 GPA, I believe was on the presentation for transfer students applying. Let me see. Do you admit by major? We only admit by major for specific programs. So if you're interested, say in like nursing, our sciences, and then our arts programs, you'll be first admitted generally to APU, and then you'll have to do a supplemental application for those programs, and then the program will decide if you are admitted for what you are interested in studying. For engineering, we have computer engineering and systems engineering. I know a lot of students are mainly interested in like mechanical or aerospace. We don't offer those, just the computer and the systems. Acceptance rate for theater, I'm not too sure off the top of my head acceptance rate for theater, but definitely still apply. And we offer great scholarships for our College of the Arts. So if that's something that's interesting for you, definitely apply. Let me see. Alrighty. Well, it's 6:30, and I know Sarah is also working on these questions. So I will get started on pulling up that application, and then we can go back to Q&A. So let me see if I can share my screen. Here we go. All right, so if you either clicked on that QR code, or if you just type in apu.edu, it'll take you to our website. And then you'll just click apply in this top right corner over here. And then we're looking at the undergraduate application. So click on that one. And then if you're undergrad, use this one. And then I believe, oh, I guess it's the same for transfer. I believe, oh, you'll just select that you're coming in as a transfer on the same application. So I'll click new application. And then I'll put in info here. And then once you put in your information, the email address that you input, you'll get a email from them saying to set up a password to start your application. So I'm gonna go here, see if I got any emails. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is a bit slow. Where is it? The last time it came directly to my email. I wonder. Let me try this again. Sorry, everybody. New application. I'll just put this in again. Let me try that one too. Because I already applied. Let me try this test one again. Let's see if this one works. Sorry, everybody. Nope. I think because I did this one. I tried test 3. See if that works. Okay, I think that works. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see it. Yay. Okay, so it'll send you an email and ask you to reset your password, and you'll just click here. Make sure you check your spam folder because sometimes that email goes there. And then you're gonna reset your password. And then pick a password. Try that one. Cool. All right, so this is where you'll start a new application. And then you'll choose what type of application you are starting. You'll choose freshman if you're starting an incoming freshman application, and then transfer if you'll be a transfer student. I'll do a freshman application. And then you'll be applying for the fall 2023 for your term. If you are looking to start early, you can definitely apply for spring 23. That application is open for both incoming freshmen and incoming transfer students. And then still loading, but you'll see the application. It'll be a drop down, and you don't need to complete the application all in one go. It'll save it as you go. So as long as you remember the email and the password that you applied with, you'll be able to come back and forth until you fully complete the application. So it already saves your name, and then birthday is required. Put mine in November 14th. Shout out to any other November birthdays. Yeah, and then email, and then your preferred phone. That is the email that will be connecting with you for either admissions reps or other callers, just to check in and see how you're doing with your application. And then you'll save that. And then here you'll put the high school that you attended, and then your graduation month. So most likely be like May or June, and then your graduation year. Let's put 2023, and then I'll put the high school that I went to. Shout out to Bishop Montgomery if anybody knows of it or went there. There it is. All right, and then here you'll put in your transcripts. You'll put in your high school counselor's email, and they'll be sent a notification saying, hey, this student is requesting their transcripts for APU, and they'll have them sent over. Or if you don't have them in this section, you can always send your transcripts later, either to your admissions representative or to our admissions email. And then, yes, if you or if you already have your unofficial transcript, you can just attach them here in this section. And then if you are currently dual enrolled or have completed any college coursework, you can select that as an option. And then once you do that, you'll have to submit the transcripts for that college that you went to, so that you can get a transfer credit evaluation. And that's how we'll be able to get you credit for those dual enrolled or community college courses you've already taken. And then for citizenship status, you'll select that. And then we'll need permanent resident card if you are a permanent resident of the United States. And then for possible academic major, if you're unsure, you can click undeclared, but this dropdown will give you all of our options. I'll put English because I was an English major. And then for our nursing program, there are some supplemental things you'll have to submit. and you won't have to submit them all in one go. Like I said before, you can complete the general application and then submit the additional requirements for the nursing program at a later time. And then current GPA, you can just kind of put a guess on that because we'll have your transcripts to evaluate that. And then we are test optional, but if you have taken the ACT or SAT and want to submit your scores, you can do that. And make sure you send your scores through College Board. And then we just need your mailing address. So we can send you a fun acceptance packet when you get admitted. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy. I feel like congested. And then you'll just put that in. And then use that application waiver fee code. I believe it was community. So if you put that in, or if you have any one of our materials and it has a different application waiver code, you can totally use that as well. But the one for tonight is just community. So if you put that in, you'll get your code waived, your fee waived, I mean. And then questions on ethnicity here. And then we send you a t-shirt at welcome weekend and also in your acceptance packet. So put your t-shirt size here. And then if you are military connected, we are a yellow ribbon school. So if you have, if you are military affiliated or anyone in your family, you can have that as an option. And then social security number, and then also place of worship if you have that. And then this is just parent information because we send a few emails to your parent or guardian just to check in, see if they have any questions, if they want to get invited to events like these or any of our on-campus events as well. And then for your essay, you can type it here, or you can just use that community once again. Ooh, yeah. You can put community here once again to waive that essay. If you would like to write your essay, you're totally welcome to do that. And if you want to write it somewhere else and then copy and paste it, like I said, the application saves itself. So you'll be able to go back in and complete this essay portion. And then these are our 4 cornerstones. As I went over in the presentation, it'll just ask you to see if you agree to these, agree to go into chapel, the Bible requirements, service credits, and agreeing to our code of conduct. So you'll just put definitely. If you put unsure, your admissions representative will be reaching out to you just to check in, see if you have any further questions about any of those agreement statements. I think I have to do these to continue. Yeah. Okay. And then if you have any academic dismissal, you'll select that here. And then if you do put yes, there will be a little essay section that pops up just asking you to explain why you've been dismissed. And I get a lot of students who sometimes put that they were suspended in like middle school. We're mainly looking at if you were expelled from your high school or if there's been any disciplinary action. So if that applies to you, we are just looking for some explanation for that section. And then this is our statement of faith, and then things on Title IX, what we believe. So if you feel confident agreeing to that, you'll put in your signature. I think you just type your name. And then save and review. And after that, it's just checking to see if you filled in all the requirements. And then if it's at 99%, all you have to do is submit your application and then verify, and then you'll be all set and you'll be getting your admissions decision. So that is pretty much everything related to the application. We still have about like 15 minutes left, so I'll go back to that Q&A and answer any questions that you might have. Let me pull that up. I see Sarah's been doing a really great job of answering those questions for you all. So shout out to Sarah, both. And then shout out to Camille for also checking in on the chat, doing tech. Right, for a 3.9, we are still finalizing academic scholarships. So we don't have a direct answer for you now, but once you submit your application, we'll be able to get you that specific scholarship amount for that GPA. For our trustee scholarship, you should be hearing back about the second round. So it goes through different rounds. So you'll submit your application, and then if you're chosen as a candidate, you'll be coming to campus for our trustees weekend, and you'll interview with the school that you want to major in. And then that should be probably like mid-February. And then you'll be finding out about trustees probably that next week. We only give that to 7 students based on the 7 different schools on our campus. So it's pretty competitive, but it's a really great program. And also, if students who go through the different rounds and aren't chosen for the final trustee scholarship, there are various scholarship amounts for them as well. And then tuition is about $41,650 for the year. And if you plan to live on campus, it's an additional $9,000 for room and board. If you are local to the Azusa area, about like a 25-mile radius from APU, you do have the option to commute and live at home and commute to campus. We have a great commuter dome on our campus. Sorry, I'm so congested. We have a great commuter dome on our campus where we have games, tables and couches if you want to like hang out, do homework, wait in between your classes. You get free coffee and a free snack. There's free printing, so really accessible for commuters on campus. Oh, excuse me. And nursing, it is a pretty competitive program since it is direct entry. We have 100 to 120 open spots for each incoming cohort for freshman year. And we usually have about like 300 to 400 applicants. So I would say it has like a 30 to 35% acceptance rate. So it is pretty competitive, but I would definitely still apply. And if you aren't admitted for nursing, we do have other options. If you want to get into the nursing field, we have an allied health major with a nursing emphasis. So you can still take those nursing classes. We also have biology and chemistry. And then we do have a nursing transfer option. It is not on our Azusa campus. It's at one of our regional campuses, and you'll have to do some prerequisites at a college and then transfer in for that program. Yeah, if you're dual enrolled, you'll definitely have the opportunity to submit that coursework. On the application, there is an option that says, are you dual enrolled? And you'll put yes, you'll put the school that you are dual enrolled with, and just make sure that you include the transcripts from that college so you can get a transfer credit evaluation to see which of the classes will transfer over. And then you should know about acceptance usually within like a week or 2 of submitting your application. Depending on the high school that you go to, you'll be assigned an admissions rep, and they will call you and give you your admissions decision. Community, it can be lowercase, it could be all caps, as long as it is community. That code will work for the waiver for the application fee, and then also for the essay if you choose to do that. Since you attended this event, it doesn't play any part in your getting accepted if you choose to write the essay or not. If you would like to take the time to do that, we love to read those, but if not, you have the opportunity to waive that, so it's up to you. And yes, if you put in the code, you won't need to submit an essay since you attended this event tonight. Same kind of deal. Doesn't lower your chance of not being admitted if you choose to write the application or not. Since you came to one of our events, it's just a thank you for coming. If you would like to write it, you totally can, but up to you. Yeah, if you have a letter of recommendation, it is not required for the general application. I know for the trustees application and then also for honors college and nursing, it is a requirement to have a letter of recommendation. So if you would like to submit it, you can attach it to your application either through emailing it to our admissions website, or once you see who your admissions representative is, you can email it to them and they will attach it to your application. But for trustees, nursing, honors, it will pop up that you will need to write in the email of the person who you would like to be your recommender, and they will be sent a form, and then that will be attached to your application. And then yes, if you, within reason, 25 miles is just the general for students who will be commuting. If you don't mind commuting further than 25 miles, you can, as long as you are living with a family member, you are more than welcome to commute to campus. And then, yeah, so if you are planning to transfer to APU, we are very transfer friendly. We just need a minimum of a 2.2 GPA, and you'll just submit your transcript from the college, and you'll be placed with a transfer admissions representative. That team is incredible, and they'll work with you even down to the exact major that you want to major in. They'll give you the classes that you need that will transfer over. And then in terms of internships, 70% of students on campus have an internship, whether it's on campus or off campus. We partner with a lot of different companies. Students have worked for, Disney, Google, Amazon. We have regular community fairs on campus, so you can get plugged into internships, and a lot of those internships turn into jobs after graduation. And yes, you just have to put in the code community, and you don't have to write the essay if you choose to do that. And you definitely can send in your AP scores, because they can waive some of the classes you might need. So if you have taken any AP tests, you can submit them through College Board, and we'll be able to attach them and then let you know which of those courses will transfer over from taking those AP and passing the AP test. And I think we got through all the questions, and it's almost 7. So
Sarah, can we just answer one more thing?
Oh yeah, please do.
There were several students that had asked if the essay waiver of community would also waive their essay for trustees or nursing. That's only going to be waiving your general application essay. If you are doing nursing, trustees, or honors college, any of those specific ones, you would still be required to do those additional requirements. Please make sure you are completing those by the deadlines for your application to be reviewed. But if you guys have any additional questions on that, please feel free to ask. Just want to make sure that it's very clear that you still have to do those additional requirements. It doesn't apply to that.
Thank you so much for that clarification, Sarah. Yeah, that code community only waives your general essay, but for other scholarships or programs you're applying for, you will need to finish those supplemental requirements. But I believe that is everything for tonight. Thank you, Camille, for dropping our email if you have any further questions or had any questions that weren't able to be answered tonight. Thank you all for joining us. It was a really fun event, and I hope you have a good night and a good rest of your Thursday. Thank you.